All right, everybody, today we're going to look at lesson 13.1, properties of dilations. So first we're going to go over some vocabulary. A dilation is a transformation that enlarges or reduces the size of a figure, so it's either going to get bigger or smaller. The scale factor, that's the ratio that's used to enlarge or reduce the figure, and it's known as K. An enlargement is an increase in size of all dimensions, and it has the same proportions. And this is when K is greater than 1. So if the scale factor is greater than 1, it is an enlargement. Reduction is a decrease in the size of all dimensions in same proportions. Our scale factor, or K, is going to be between 0 and 1. It's never going to be negative. If the scale factor is between 0 and 1, it is a reduction. Algebraic representation. So our rule, what we're going to see is our point, our x, y, it's going to be multiplied. Each of those will be going to be multiplied by that scale factor. So here's an example. Figure ABC has been reduced, and that K factor is 1/2. And so here it is reduced by a factor of 1/2. That's our scale factor. Next, I have an enlargement. So I have A, B, C, D here, and it is enlarged with a scale factor of 2. So all we do when we're working on the coordinate plane is we're going to multiply whatever that xy value is by that scale factor. And here is an example of one here. Here's our triangle RST, and it is enlarged to R prime S prime T prime here. All right, to find the scale factor, you're going to divide new divided by original. New divided by original. So my example is, here is my ABC. This is my original, and then A prime, B prime, C prime. So I'm going to take the dimensions of my new. So I have right here 3. And then the original was 1. So I'm going to divide 3 divided by 1. So my scale factor is 3. We're going to double check this. C and C prime. So C prime, we have -6 here, divided by -2 is still 3. And then I have 4.5 divided by 1.5, again is 3. You should not need to do all of your dimensions unless it's asking you for the new dimensions. But if you're just finding the scale factor and it is telling you just to find it, you only need to do one of these because it's going to be the same K for all of the coordinates. To find the proportions of similar figures. So again, all we're going to do is new over old. So this is my original. This is my new. I would take 13.12 over 8. Switch colors. And then I have 9.84 over 6. Let's go with this color here. 7.3 over B. I don't know that. To find that, I take this proportion, I cross multiply. 9.84b is equal to 6 times 7.3 is 43.8. And then I divide both sides by 9.84 to isolate b and find that this right here is equal to 4.4512. And it keeps going millimeters, but we would just estimate that. And then I have, switch colors again, 8.2 divided by 5. And then I have C is another unknown over 4 right there, C over 4. And again, I cross multiplied and divide to find C. And I found that C was 6.56 millimeters. And it makes sense. It went from 4 to 6.56. It went up about the same amount. And you can look at these to see if it looks like it matches. All right. So next example It's just showing you the sides. So I have A prime B prime over AB. Then I have B prime C prime over BC. And then I have C prime D prime over CD. And let's over here. Then we have D prime A prime over DA. So notice when we're going from figure to figure that we're sticking with the same side or where it would be oriented the same. That is important. We couldn't mix my AD and my B prime C prime. So here's some practice problems. I want you to pause this in between here. It says find the scale factor of the dilation. So we're looking for our K. New over old, remember that. New over your original, so my primes. So this is going to be my new, this is my original. Again, you pick any point. So right here, F, this is 10, 6, and F prime is 5, 3. Okay, tell me what K is. All right, you should have gotten that K is 1/2 because 5 over 10 simplifies to 1/2, or you could have used 3 over 6 and still you would have gotten 1/2. Hopefully you did really well on that one. Next, number 2. What is the K or the scale factor? All right, hopefully you saw that it was getting bigger, so my number should have been greater than 1, and it is 3. I did 3 over 1. I did 3 over 1 is what I chose. Okay, number 3. What is K? All right, here I did my X value here of 2 and my X value here of 4. So I had 2 over 4, which equals 1/2. All right, next one, number 4. All right, what is the K for number 4? All right, I used the X value here of C prime of 1 and C of 2, and I got 1/2. And again, it doesn't matter what you choose. I could have chosen the Y values of my B and B prime, and that is 3, and that is 6, and I would still get 3 over 6, which is 1/2. All right, number 5. All right, for your K, it got larger, greater than 1, and I used my B and B prime, which was X value. I used the X value 2 and 4, so 4 divided by 2 is 2. That's how I got that. All right. If you have any questions with any of this, please do not hesitate to ask me, and I will go over as many as you need. I am going to have my meetings this week. I think I might be out of class a day or two, but I'll let you know that if I'm not going to be available on my meetings. Thank you.